Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's Sebs and
Allie. I still don't know how to do it.
Yeah, it feels awkward, but we love it. We go for it.
I don't know.
Welcome back. The Memorial Day weekend series continues. Tomorrow is Memorial Day. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to just check out a few more songs. Thank you all so much for participating. We did a little post and thank you for your suggestions.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Yeah, thank you all so much. Definitely won't be able to get through all of them. So we
tried to see like what I saw. I don't know. It was very unscientific.
Right.
So we just chose a couple.
But if you still came and hung out with us, thank you so much. We're going to check out Johnny Cash, Ragged Old Flag. So technically, Johnny Cash is the first country artist we checked out on the channel because we listened to his version of Hurt. It's not a country song, but he's technically the first.
Is he technically country?
Like it's a good question. Comment down below. Argue that amongst yourselves. So Ragged Old Flag. I want to, before we listen to I Share a Birthday with Johnny Cash.
Well, how about that? I mean, not the same year.
No. Yeah, he's quite a bit before me.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
That is awesome. That makes me feel like because the only other date I knew with my birthday, I'll tell you later. But yeah, that's cool.
What?
The day that the Nazi party finally became the majority, the bigger party in their parliament.
Was your birthday?
Was my birthday, and I know this because we were watching like a movie to learn this in 8th grade for world civ or something, and yeah, we watched the movie and it was like this happened February 26th. I'm like, hey, that's my birthday.
Lovely,
but that's like my only memory.
You redeemed the day.
Yes, thank you, Johnny Cash.
Better. Yeah,
I was just wanting to see why he wrote it before we listened to it. So it seems like he was like talking quite a bit to Nixon and wanting to. He wanted to give Nixon a piece of his mind.
I was trying to see if anyone commented more about it on there when they requested it.
But a big thing here, he wrote it. He wanted to reaffirm faith in the country and the goodness of the American people. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Let's check it out. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's roll it. Give it to us, Johnny.
I walked through a county courthouse square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "No, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole is leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat." And I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag."
I think he was.
Uh-huh.
So.
I almost made him fall over. We might need to rewind it a little bit.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay. I feel like he was telling the story there.
Yeah, well.
I missed it.
So, okay, so I said, I think it is, and that's when that happened with the chair there. Yeah. He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag."
So I guess we're going to get a story here.
Yeah, here we go.
You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across Delaware.
Oh, cool. That would be cool.
And it got powder burned the night that Francis Scott Key said, "Watching it right and say, can you see?" And it got a bad rip in New Orleans with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at the seams. And it almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag she waved on though. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville.
Yeah, this feels like
got cut again at Shallow Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg. And the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships upon the briny foam, and now they've about quit waving back here at home. In her own good land here, she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare and she's wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shoes. Oh, she's been through the fire before, and I believe she can take a whole lot more.
No, it's good.
So we raise her up every morning, we take her down every night, we don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her up right. On second thought, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.
That's cool. That's a cool story. All right, that was cool.
Yeah.
It felt like, it was just hearing Johnny Cash with his velvety voice narrate us a story. It just,
Well, and it's like, I'm sure the flag in this am I?
Yeah, because you're like you're like turning my things.
Well, I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, keep going.
Yeah, it seems like the flag was metaphorical.
Sure.
Like, not like one flag, but like the American flag has been through a lot and what it represents and all that stuff.
Yeah. And it reminds me of, so are you familiar with like a Japanese pottery that they have
like cracks?
The cracks
thing.
with the gold, and it's like a beautiful thing. It's like a song about that, about like, it's the things that America, yes, like you said, the metaphorical flag, in the story, the literal flag too, but what it's gone through, it's what makes it something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Right? The things that it has overcome and will still overcome. He's just like he's the most like American sounding person ever. Like just like his talking voice.
Yeah.
It was a spoken word song. If you think about it, technically hip hop.
Well, there you go.
First
country, hip hop, gospel, he does it all.
Let's check some of these comments here. Okay, this is actually a cool comment. As a Canadian, boo, I'm just kidding. I must say proudly that we are grateful that you guys are neighbors and brothers in arms. That's a nice comment.
Yeah.
Just a lot of patriotic people here in the comments. It's cool. One of my favorite experiences when I first moved here, like my first day of school.
Oh yeah, you talked about this.
Yeah. Like, and in my first class, so I sat down, and of course, like all nervous about starting school. My first class was technically, they enrolled me in like an AP Spanish class my first semester, and I was like, I speak Spanish.
Pretty well.
But I mean, I took
it hard still. I mean,
easy.
English would be hard.
No, it was pretty. It was a very easy A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I remember sitting there, getting to know. Like, actually, no, I didn't really talk to people until later that day. But yeah, I remember they like over like the intercom. Yeah, they asked us to stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Like, and I didn't know it at the time, but I just thought it was cool. Like, yeah, that's like one of my first memories now, and like.
Do you know it now? You know it now.
Of course I know it now. And I hope our daughters continue to have that experience. I feel like for some people it's becoming like a thing like they don't feel comfortable with doing at school anymore. And I find that kind of sad. I think it's good for one to be patriotic. Yeah.
And like the values that the flag represents and
the ideals that we should be striving for, right?
Yeah, because it's an ideal, like we've talked about, just because it's an ideal and it maybe isn't like
it's unreachable,
technically achievable, doesn't mean we shouldn't have the ideal and be reaching for it,
right? And be proud of that ideal. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, that song just makes you. Yeah, that would be a good song. Like if like things go to like absolute crap, just like listen to that.
Just remember.
Yeah,
it's important to remember.
Didn't expect that. I thought it'd be like a song, but it was. No,
I didn't expect that.
It was a poem. It was cool.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for suggesting that and for hanging out with us. You have anything to say?
Nope.
Love you guys. Again, thank you so much. Happy Memorial Day. Till the next one. Peace.